There is a painful reality in the Black community that we cannot continue to ignore. Too many women are giving their all to men who refuse to grow up. These men present themselves as adults, working jobs, paying bills, and appearing responsible on the surface. Yet, when it comes to personal growth, commitment, and building a future, they remain stuck in a childish mindset. These women, often faithful and loyal, continue to pour their love, energy, and resources into men who are emotionally stunted. They hold on, believing that one day these men will change, that they will step up and become the partners they need and deserve. But for many, that day never comes. Instead, the cycle repeats itself, leaving the women drained and broken while the man continues down the same destructive path. This issue goes beyond simple relationships. It is tied to deeper problems of self-worth, dependency, and misplaced loyalty. Too many Black women are wasting their precious years waiting on men who refuse to evolve. They suffer quietly, convincing themselves that love, sacrifice, and forgiveness will eventually be enough to transform immaturity into responsibility. But we must ask the difficult question: why do these women keep taking these men back? What force compels them to stay when the evidence is clear that the man is not ready to commit or grow? The answer is not simple, but it is one we must confront with honesty if healing is to take place in our community. This is not an expression to attack men or belittle women. It is a call for awareness, accountability, and self-respect. It is a plea for our sisters to recognize their value and for our brothers to rise into their manhood. In too many cases, Black men carry the mindset of their teenage years well into adulthood. They chase women, avoid responsibility, and live for the approval of the streets. On the outside, they may hold down a job, pay rent, and even present themselves as responsible. But when it comes to maturity, commitment, and spiritual growth, they remain children in a man's body. This immaturity often shows in their relationships. They enjoy the benefits of having a loyal woman, cooked meals, emotional support, a place to rest, and even financial help. Yet they resist the responsibility of committing to her fully. They refuse to honor her with marriage, to build a family, or even create a stable home. Instead, many continue to cheat, lie, or become violent when things do not go their way. They waste the time of a good woman who believes in them, holding on to promises that will never, ever be fulfilled. One of the most troubling aspects of this cycle is not just the man's behavior, but the woman's decision to stay. Many women forgive betrayal after betrayal, taking these men back after cheating, abuse, and neglect. Some even defend these men publicly while suffering privately. How many of us know people like this? Why do they stay? For some, it is fear of being alone. Society often pressures women to believe that having any man is better than having none at all. Others stay out of financial dependence, convinced they cannot survive on their own. Emotional attachment also plays a role. Love and loyalty blind them to reality. But there is also the belief that they can change them. Many women convince themselves that if they just love harder, sacrifice more, or remain patient, the man will eventually grow into his potential. Sadly, this rarely happens. Instead, the woman grows weaker while the man grows more comfortable in his selfish ways. Every year spent with a man who refuses to grow is a year taken from a woman's life. Time is something we can never get back. While she pours herself into him, she's missing out on opportunities for true love, peace, and happiness with someone who is ready to give her what she deserves. This wasted time often leads to bitterness, regret, and emotional scars. For some, it becomes a lifelong pattern, leaving one immature man to end up with another. Without breaking the cycle, the suffering continues. The community also pays the price. Children raised in unstable homes inherit the pain, repeating the same toxic behaviors in their own relationships. The cycle of broken families, mistrust, and emotional damage spreads from one generation to the next with no end in sight. To my sisters in the Black community, I say this with love. Your worth is not measured by your ability to endure mistreatment. A man who refuses to grow is not your responsibility to fix. You are not his mother, his therapist, or his savior. You are a queen who deserves respect, commitment, and love that uplifts rather than destroys. The first step is recognizing the truth. If a man has shown you time and again that he will not change, believe him. Stop giving endless chances to someone who only uses your forgiveness as a license to continue hurting you. Secondly, build yourself up. Invest in your own growth, independence, and self-respect. When you stand strong in who you are, you will no longer feel the need to settle for less than you deserve. Finally, understand that being alone is better than being with the wrong man. Peace of mind, safety, and dignity are worth far more than the illusion of companionship. And yes, I did say the illusion of companionship. The problem of men refusing to grow and women continuing to take them back is not just about relationships. It's about the health of our entire community. Every time a woman allows herself to be used, abused, or taken for granted, a piece of her light dims. Every time a man refuses to grow into his responsibilities, he weakens the foundation of the Black family. We cannot afford to keep repeating this cycle. Black men must rise into maturity, and Black women must stop giving endless chances to those who refuse to change. Sisters, you are valuable. You are powerful. You deserve more than half love, broken promises, and wasted years. Do not tie yourself to a man who refuses to grow. Brothers, the time has come to leave childish ways behind. Manhood is not about how many women you can have. It's about how well you can love, protect, and build with the one who stands by your side. You know me. This is Lancescurv, reminding us all that we cannot heal as a people if we continue to excuse immaturity and reward irresponsibility. The time for growth is now. Let me hear what you have to say. Leave your comment. Thank you for being here. Much love always. On to the next one. Lancescurv out. Peace.